Hi, I'm Tom Camber, and we're here today at Senior Planet to talk about advanced keyboarding. Keyboarding on the iPad or any of the tablet devices is really very sophisticated, and not only does it already start to predict the next word for you or can complete the line or make a whole paragraph, but it can allow you to add in symbols, it can allow you to switch to different languages, it'll correct your spelling, and sometimes it'll make some pretty hilarious mistakes when it tries to guess what you're trying to say.
Today, we're going to be taking a look at the advanced features of the iPad keyboard. There are a lot of tips and tricks that make typing on the keyboard fast, easy, and fun.
One of the great things about the iPad is that it's able to predict the word you're typing based on spelling and context. A good place to try this out is in the Notes app. Suppose we want to type the words Senior Planet. We begin typing senior, but mistakenly type senior. Notice that the word senior is suggested. Drop in the correct word by tapping the spacebar once. Let's see that again. Next, we type Pajanet, meaning to type planet. The iPad suggests the correct word, and again we can accept it by tapping the spacebar once. Now imagine we're typing our slogan, Aging with Attitude. We correctly type the first two words and arrive at attitude. You'll see again that as we type, the iPad begins suggesting words in the bar at the top of the keyboard. After only a few letters, the suggestion may be the whole word. You can either continue to type or save some time by selecting the suggested word by tapping it. In addition to predictive text, there are some simple keystrokes that can speed up typing on the iPad keyboard. First, let's learn a quick trick for dropping in a period. At the end of a sentence, tap the spacebar twice quickly. A period appears and even has a space afterwards to get you ready for the next sentence. Let's see that one more time. Whether you need to capitalize one letter or all letters, there's a keystroke for that. To create a single capital letter in the middle of a sentence, tap the up arrow once. The arrow will turn from gray to black, indicating that it's set for a capital letter. Once you've typed that letter, the arrow automatically returns to gray, and any letters typed afterwards will be lowercase. But suppose you want to capitalize all the letters of a sentence. You can turn on Caps Lock, which will make all the characters uppercase. However, you'll want to use this feature sparingly online. People will think you're shouting. To turn on Caps Lock, give the up arrow 2 quick taps, and notice that it turns black with a small line underneath. You've activated Caps Lock. All the letters you type now will be capitalized until you turn off the lock by single tapping the up arrow. Again, caps on, caps off. Caps on, caps off. Many keys that you might need on a regular basis are stored in layers beneath the main alphabet keyboard. For example, you may have wondered where basic numbers and punctuation are. You can find them by tapping the 1, 2, 3 button of the main keyboard. The entire keyboard shifts and gives you numbers as well as punctuation and some basic symbols. This is where you go to jot down a phone number or email address. Let's see how that looks. While the 1, 2, 3 keyboard has some symbols, there's still one more layer to go. Single tap the #+= key, and the keyboard changes once again. Here you'll find currency symbols and other less frequently used keys. Depending on what you usually type, you may use this keyboard a lot or not at all. But this is the place to go when you want to boast that the dollar is just about equal to the euro. Ever wondered where to find all those cartoon-like symbols? They're called emojis or emoticons and have become very popular in iPad usage. You'll find them under the smiley face icon. Just tap once. There are different categories of emojis: faces, animals, fun symbols, sports, and many more. Let's look at how you might use them in a sentence. Ready to go back to the standard keyboard? It's simple. No matter what keyboard you're currently using, tapping once on the ABC button will bring you back to the alphabet keyboard. This is an important way to help keep you oriented when moving in between different keyboards.
On top of all these great features the iPad keyboard has to offer, there's a lot more. You can insert a photo or video. There's also voice dictation. And we'll cover those and more in a future lesson.
I think emojis are an excellent addition to digital technology because it allows you to, how can I say it? It allows you to use an image as an expression and an emotion, how you might be feeling. I'm sure that's how the term emoji had developed.
Emojis, I don't use them, but I do enjoy when someone sends one to me.
So I hope that you've really enjoyed learning about keyboarding today. It's kind of like learning a new language, and there's a lot to keep track of. But once you practice a little bit, you'll get to know it, and you'll really be able to use those symbols and the emoticons and incorporate them into your own writing. And before you know it, you're really going to be doing this like a pro.
Today, we covered keyboarding, including working with punctuation, numbers, symbols, and emojis. If you missed anything the first time, play it through as many times as you need to feel comfortable. And visit seniorplanet.org for more free tips on using the technology you care about most.